you can. Let me go ahead and minimize this. This should do. All right, how are we doing? I hope y'all can see me. I hope y'all can hear me. See, I should really probably pause. Maybe we can move this a little bit so that I can actually see where I am. So here's some choices. We could play some Final Fantasy X. We could play some Castlevania. We could play some Hades. I guess there's a ton of options. And as you can see, a lot of these are downloaded. Many of them are not. Now, to narrow things down, I could probably play something like. Ooh, nice. Okay, so I am heard. Let me go from the top. I don't know how I have 3 viewers, but thank you. Hello, viewers. All right, so we could just do some Breath of the Wild. That would just be like a normal, like kind of chill, just kind of chatting it up, playing that. Let's see, Monster Hunter Rise. I'm gonna say probably not on that one. Let's see, Xenoblade or Octopath. I feel like those are too daunting to start. I could do Thunder, some Metroidvania. I could similarly do some Dragon Quest XI. Play that up. Um, let's see. I'm going to just skip through these ones. Kind of, sort of tempted to do some Saga. That would be a little bit more retro with some Game Boy action. Because I don't know that the Saga collection has anything that isn't Game Boy related. Um, there's more modern Saga games that I could play. Collection of Mana would be kind of fun. Um, let's see, probably some pretty, maybe some of the. Speaking of Game Boy and Game Boy Advance, we could play some of those games. Um, did I? Yeah, actually, Monster Hunter Stories 2. I could start. Ninja Saviors. I didn't remember that I got that. Maybe I got that for you, Looney. There's an enormous number of things. We could play some elevator action, to be honest. Would be a little bit fun. Even some Sonic Origins would be pretty decent. Um, more romancing saga. Some Radiant Silver Gun. Some Wild Guns. Potentially Resident Evil 4. Some Dragon Quest. I have a lot of Dragon Quests to play. They do. Oh, that they just have the free one of that. Panzer Paladin would be kind of fun. We could play 40k Mechanicus. The only downside to that, as much as I want to do a Mechanicus Sunday, is I'd have to start over. There's no save file on this that is as advanced as the PC one that I had going, which is a shame. Um, we could do Final Fantasy X and or X-2. We could do some Castlevania or some Hades. We could do some Tales of Vesperia. Legend of Mana. Well, we've done that. Let's see. That's card only. We could do some Torchlight. I'm just trying to think of some good stuff that would be good for stream. Really, I'm open to anything. Trials of Mana, Wonder Boy. Looney says, "Hey, I would be down for some elevator action, yeah, and or some Sonic Castlevania sounds good too." Um, why don't we start with some Castlevania? Now the question is, got some options. I'm spoiled for choice. You know what I want to do? Unstable. I hope I'm coming in okay because my overlay is telling me that my connection is. All right. So we beat Circle of the Moon and Aria of Sorrow. We have not beat Premiere. And I'm not as super fond of this game, but I do kind of want to set it up so that I can play as I want to say Trevor Belmont. I'm not ruling out elevator action, but I think if we play this for a little while, then it'll be a good segue, and maybe we'll play some of this. And then when he says, "Ooh, Wild Gun sounds nice too," and Ninja Saviors, those are pretty great. Now you only need Kiki Kai Kai remake, and you'll have the full trilogy. Really? I did not realize. I guess it makes sense if they are from the same group, but I didn't put two and two together. You know, I am kind of surprised by this game. It's this weird um, love triangle that didn't need to be. Uh, and I'm not 100% sure where this came from, but this was like a weird, like, Twilight style love triangle. Where it's like you got your main guy, and there's a chick, and there's a bad boy. Or I don't even know how you would describe it. But they kind of wedged in an unnecessary love triangle just to have it, just to be like, oh my god, two pretty boys. The girl looks real wan and not long for this world, but she's also a very lovely, but also looks like she could be a playing victim. She says, "So you truly believe that Liddy was brought to Castle? My memory fails me, but this seems to be the case. Don't you believe me? I know better than anyone that you are not the body. Juice. Ah, are you all right? I'm fine. It's Liddy you should be concerned about, not me. Go on ahead. I'll be right behind you. You have my word." Okay then. You would stop me. I don't. Juice Belmont, interior designer. The girl would be crazy to turn him down. I mean, I like how this giant armor, for whatever reason, does like the least amount of damage possible. They really wanted to scare the crap out of you right from the get go. They were like, "What did Rondo do that was so good? Giant monster chasing you? Check. Was that it? Was that the only thing that mattered? Yeah? Alright." There were some really neat effects in this game, though, I will say. For the fact that it was the fact that the colors were washed out due to the trickle moon effect. You might notice that the sound is a little off, but I think that's what we're going to have to live with. But, in all truth, I tend not to like this game on the Game Boy Advance ones, but like it's actually really pretty. Seeing it played on a Switch, though I'm Frankenstein was setup. The backgrounds are lovely. The enemy sprites are beautiful. Uh, because you could try not to recycle stuff that's not French. Um, there's something charming about the music for this game, but when I first played this, I was on a sound on this, like sounded like the wash upstairs. But you almost expect this to be like the way that the music goes. It's almost like what a Game Boy could produce. But honestly, the Game Boy had some pretty beautiful music. By the way, I hope my sound versus the sound of the game is okay. Oh, I finally got an item. And then he says, "Yeah, your sound balance is quite good. Excellent." Part of the day, I would want 2 bolters. I haven't changed that actually. I meant that was from last. Let me and this is just a pure vanity. Change it because I forgot to. Um. Okay. It's saying Dark Star quote of the day: 2 bolters and powered armor. Which kind of powered armor? I mean, I guess that's a good question, and I'll let the question stand for you since you. I don't know. I don't remember if you could last time. Favorite handheld Castlevania. Actually, you know what? Because we're not really stream per se, just favorite handheld. What was your favorite handheld? Was it a Game Gear? Did you hate batteries? All right. Nice. Well, wow, we're oh, but yeah, all of those things are valid. Uh, the bolters and a well, for what it's worth, I would really enjoy a power sword. Pretty awesome. Just something that would like innately kick ass. It's basically I don't know how you power a power sword, but I would rather it has some kind of like semi-permanent ability. Game so you are a Game Gear receiver. Now, if I think about Game Gear, well, in that case, 3 bolters, power sword, and power armor. Yes, see, would you go for armor? Okay, color is correct. Overwhelming power. Yes, indeed. which means this is in fact Dracula's castle. That might be true. The power that is here is not my lord. What do you mean? I must go now. It begins. Oh, he got away. Ah, die, sir. Looney says, "Gotta love how the microsecond the ego got the reins of the franchise back. He set out to correct. Trickle of the Moon, screen is too dark issue, but just giving the outline plus shadow trails, and the background's day glow colors. Yeah, I mean the sharp irony of all of that. Oh man, is that the Game Boy SP came along and fixed everything by the time this game came out, and so it just looked a mess. And I mean, I'm here to say I love this. Like I love the visuals of this game. It's a rough game to love, but the visuals are beautiful actually. And I don't know that I necessarily would have changed the colors, but like the contrast is there. It's not super gaudy, and I never played this on a Game Boy Advance. Not the SP version. And so I wonder what that would have. Oh my gosh, what is this? Ice book artbacks? User can cast many ice. What is? Oh, I see. On. Interesting. Okay, now that's option. Losing my health. I need a save space somewhere. Hmm. I like this spell book, but I don't think it's working for me at. Oh, God, I don't think it's working for me at the moment. I would prefer. I would prefer to use it without my magic for now. Like, no doubt. So I don't greatly remember if the money does anything in this. says, not ripping on the game, mind you, it was a necessary and literally every post-launch game was like that. I just find it funny how. Sorry. I just find it funny how Higurashi tried so hard to flex on the Kyoto team. Or was it Nagoya? My memory fails me. I wouldn't know the answer to that necessarily. Uh, I am not as well versed. Oh shit! I am not as well versed on all of that. Fuck, man. Sine waves. Um, can't go there yet. There was a bull. All right. Okay, defense up. Sure. I'm not sure if the Medusa heads drop anything significant in this game. Although I don't even think they did so in Symphony, to be honest. I don't know what the redstone does. No, no, nothing there. No. Am I sure it's not in here? No. What the fuck is the redstone for then anyway? Um, there was a visual glitch for a second there that really fucked me up. Okay, where was I? Looney says, quote of the day made me feel like those kids who love both parents and get asked which one they love more. Give me a second to gather my brain farts and come up with a satisfactory answer. I mean, I thought you would have said the Turbo Express right off the bat, but then again, I mean, there's so many. By the way, hello, third viewer. Hope you're enjoying me playing this. We're just kind of chatting. Um, it's safe, but I would venture to guess. If I get up, it's definitely an area where you want to. I want to back to. I'm unfortunately I'm going to give a real basic answer, which is the Game Boy because I have some really fond memories of playing the Game Boy game. And ironically, like bonding with some members of my family over the Game Boy, so some of that bonding uh, is with family members with whom I know all over. But the memories are still. By the way, I hope my stream is still coming through okay because it keeps telling me that I'm un- I was kind. Oh god, I have this feeling like this guy is just gonna try. Like this is some real end game fucking Rondo bullshit. Back trying to get me to fight this fucking win. How many potions do I have? That's good enough, I guess. Oh, it's locked. That's great. What that? Then he says, your mic sound does chop up from time to time, but I realize it's probably the sticky internet connection and being terrible. Okay. What is this? Diary journal? You recognize the names of the enemies. That's neat. Still don't know what that red gem or whatever that way. Maybe a mistake. See. Looney says, okay, quarter the day after, as coherent as I can make it, ruined and coming up. Oh, alright. This is going to be tricky. Let's try it. So I went and got my controller, by the way, which I don't know if you can where I'm holding it. But I have used it to the Joy Cons I was using, and I have my split pads for if I need to attach anything. But I'm really frustrated that I've got another case um, of friggin' Tokyo Drift on my Joy-Con. Like we should not be living with drift in this world. It's just not cool. Okay, what's on the other side of this? I was evidently meant to approach this from a different angle. It's Speaking of handhelds, though, so let's start with this. Darkstar, what games did you play on the Game Gear? There were some quality titles on there, and many people, as we all know, have slept on the Game Gear. When he says 4 week time between Turbo Express, Lynx, PSP, and Switch. Oh, that's an interesting answer. I love it. What I meant to do. Um, that's not what I meant to do. Let's turn off that spot for a second. Yeah, well, in all honesty, I mean, I know that this game gets a lot of flack for the visuals, but it's in terms of like weird bright colors, it's not that much worse than say Castlevania 4. Oh, come on. Are we for real on this? Huh. Real quick, when he says Turbo Express because it was the Switch before the Switch, that's fair. Nothing really compared to the feeling of playing Splatterhouse on the back of class while the teacher droned on endlessly about boring maths and crap. Same game, no compromises, 16-bit looks absolutely mind bending. Fair. Man, I really just I can't get up there to get whatever the heck it is up there. That's obnoxious. I bet if I had let that stupid rock guy live, I could have glitched myself there. Oh, well. And look at that. There's another thing I can't get. This is all taunting me just to say, hey, eventually you're gonna get a double jump. But not today. Call the double jump ambulance. But not for me. Oh, boy. Why does this look like the area where you fight the Cyclops in Castlevania 3? Oh yeah, it still cracks me up that Castlevania 3 in Japan just does not use the numbering convention and becomes when get it. It's just Akumaju Densetsu, and so it just defies the very idea. It's like it's not a castle. I mean, none of them are Castlevania games until it was the first Japanese actual to be called. Oh god. But like of the games that are actually called Castlevania, I can't even remember, honestly. Oh, you bastard. Man, I might die. I guess let's not do that. Use a drumstick. Okay, that's it. Heart maps up. Looney says Link because its arcade ports were frightening. God damn it. Um, the ports of Rygar, Ninja Gaiden, Xenophobe, and Toki were much better than having Right. I lost so many hours of my life to I never owned a Lynx, though I think I might have wanted to if that made sense around. If that was like a thing that I thought I might have. I might have tried. The fact that there was so many effects going on here, like look at these guys, and the fact that the transparency on them is actually pretty good. That's impressive. I'm gonna try and see if I can't glitch myself over. Actually, have I gone down? I have not. Let's see what's on this direction. There were a lot of things that I wanted as a young man and did not get. That's fine. Not oh man, my parents didn't love me because they didn't get me a, whatever. I got I got a Super NES. I got an N64. I got an NES too. Like we owned an NES that like broke for whatever reason, and they got me one for I think it was to replace the one that broke, which I don't know how. How does Nintendo break? I don't know what it is. But I didn't. I earned money to get a Genesis. I earned money to get a Sega Saturn. I earned money to get. Didn't I didn't earn money to get a PlayStation, but I did. I won with money that was for like buy clothes.
uh, was not happy with that. But I did it anyway, and I don't regret it, but I do feel a little bad it turned down like that. Um, Regardless, my mom did buy me a handful of games, and many of them for like holidays and whatnot. Like, they were gifts. Um, Basically, any Super Nintendo game that I owned all the way through a gift from my mom. But let's see, Looney says, I mean, the Lynx was a fun thing to own for a while. Its release is tragically dried up. Super fast as the Game Boy and Game Gear picked up on it for today. Yeah, that's the reality. Going back and making sure I didn't miss anything. Alright. Yeah, where was I? Oh yeah. But like Chrono Trigger, I saved most of the stuff I saved up for. I saved like for half, and so I basically asked, my mom or my stepdad at the time to pay for like part of the video game. I'd save up my money and maybe get enough to like whatever. So I bought with my own money Final Fantasy 3, really 6 to get the idea. And I paid for all of that on my own. I found it at a swap meet for real cheap, which tells me that it was probably a backlist, but whatever. I didn't know any better back then. Chrono Trigger, I paid for half of it. What was something else I got back then? I think Chrono Trigger might have been the last game on the system that I bought. Like, I don't think I bought anything outside of that. It was Final Fantasy Chrono Trigger. I really owned a very small handful of games on the Super NES. All of them very expensive now, of course. But for instance, let me just go through my whole library. Super Mario World, which is a pack-in. Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Final Fantasy II, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, Secret Mana, Final Fantasy VI, and Chrono Trigger, and that was it. Those were the games I owned. I should have had more games than that, but I did not. And that was my choice. Like, I wasn't, again, I rented a shit ton of games, but oh, man, man. Um, I have a weird feeling that if I go this way, I might get a save place, but I don't know that for sure. Aha! Sorry. Hello, Maxim. Are you all right? Oh, just you. I'm glad you're all right. What's wrong with you? Standing around in a haze leaves you vulnerable. I've been in this castle before. Did you say? Can't clearly recall, but I think I've been here before. Your memory is coming back to you. It seems so. I've been feeling strange since coming to the castle. If we continue a little further, perhaps I may be able to recall something. Come on, let's go together, Maxim. No, if we're going to find Liddy, we must separate. We'll cover more ground. Yes, you are right. Be careful, Juice. Watch your back, too. I wonder if that is related to Grant
Whoa.
How am I supposed to avoid that? There you go.
All right. What do? Down jump. You why don't
Alright, so Looney says PS2 was the first time I went all in on the hand, and there is stuff on it I still play from time to time. I actually lined up to buy one on release day and skipped work because it was also the first online service that went on fully. I remember early on even purchasing the prepaid card that was a hassle. Oh boy. Power. I don't know how you're supposed to describe those things, but again, these are things that I haven't played this game in a little. We'll see that. There's a lot about it. It kind of brings us back to the game for what it's worth. My memory of the PSP was favorite because, like, some of these systems, my brother owned it first, and so he eventually just gave me the one that he had. Sometimes he would do that because he upgraded, for instance, that would just benefit him upgrading whatever gas,
DS Lite, DSi, whatever? He would just give me whichever one he wasn't using anymore, and that's how I got my 3DS. That's also how I got my games for that matter, and that's how I got my PSP. Um, so that was excellent, awesome. Um, that brings us to 45. It's the same. That should be fine. Team Orb. How much damage an enemy has to die? Looney says, and Switch has an important sentimental value because of reasons to fulfill potential promise of both the Turbo Express and the PSP. I've had so much fun with it. Yeah, the Vita could have, and it's really frustrating that it wasn't. And even if they had just said, okay, the Vita is going to be a PS3 portable, that would have been, that would have been so awesome. Okay.
Really, really involved in it. I mean, those are all really good reasons to like those. Just, uh, these are me using this computer for my Switch. It seems to have been working really nicely. So I'm pretty happy with it. I might do something with Golden Sun um, stream at some point once they put that fucking game on the. Little frustrated they haven't yet, but you know, what are we gonna do? They're, all right, I love that. But the secret to these fuckers is if you can get behind them, they basically can't do jack shit. So now look at that. It is in a bad way. I appreciate that this game treats the dash button like a true dash button and doesn't try to advise you or gaslight you about that. And then what did I forget about this area lock? Or have I just not explored it well enough? Not even so bad. What do we got? What do we got? Uh, an official a Steam Deck dock, which will effectively let me use a computer, would be nice. And in situations like this, and perhaps a trip that I might have to be making. Whoa, come on. Hey, Lizard Man. Oh, Looney says, I guess my honorable mentions would be Neo Geo Pocket Color and the 3DS. 3DS I love so much, even went and bought a vanity version of it. I'd never done that before, and I love the stereoscopic 3D so much. It was the console that introduced me to Mario Luigi RPGs. which I now love. Yeah, I need to get back into it. I never did the Mario Superstar story. That one deserves a lot more love and attention. Um, this game has a noted lack of breakable walls, and that makes me sad. Oh god, no, that again. And I'm all out of. Oh god, kicking my ass. God, got a pretty feeling that he is going to. Okay. Items don't just do some paltry sum. In most other Castlevanias, including some the healing items, energy circle. Now, what in the world is an energy circle? All right. So Looney says Dracula finally wised up and stopped mostly hiding meat on the walls. Not today, Blood of Belmont. Yes. Oh, wow. That the bad guy was not here. They only exist the one time. Like, once they're dead, are they dead? Theory. Yeah, I guess those victory armors only are dead once they're dead. They don't respawn. The further window would appear in the whole story. So, okay. This is where I will say there are music tracks that are a little too repetitive. And they're dreary and they're good and they're adequate like for what their purpose is. But I feel like it would to like they need a little bit more zhuzh to not be so repetitive and so dreary. Uh, could have been a world where they might have done a little bit, just a bit better. What is this monster? Okay, so what does the do? To see the of insert that do anything for me? Okay. That dude unfortunately landed right into the background. The first thing I think, oh shit. The thing about the Steam Deck, I think, to turn any more importantly, and it will be a very easy way to stream, or not stream, like your games that are compatible on a TV, which will be nice. Uh, is it possible? Like, can I unlock it? Oh, and now we hit um, unfortunately to all Castlevanias, perhaps the same, but they said of all Castlevania is that a lot of that there's just no background. Like, unless you're like a GD person where it's like you got the patterns memorized and all of that such. And that's not the kind of guy I am in terms of or whatever. It's not a big deal. It just means that I backtrack a lot more than I maybe should. You were let's see. He says, I mean, Igarashi was using some of the that's where he got some effort. Honestly, he has a great. To me, ditto the DS ones are all enjoyable. The DS ones are like a master class. I mean, Dark Sorrow is a good game, and it's a vast improvement, but it's an improvement over the formula of Aria. Portrait and Alicia are they improve just as much on the formula as anything in it. Just, honestly, just a very wonderful rendition of everything. Like the fact that we never got a game that kind of capitalized on order kind of sad. And one might say that Bloodstained was that game. You could make an argument, and it would be a sound argument, but I'm sad we did not get an official game And on the 3DS, the 3DS instead got the Lord of Shadows game. That's sad. Well, God damn it. I'm gonna go to the only other place I could go, and if that does not work, I will both be sad and may switch to other action. Kind of about that. Like, okay, so I'll backtrack. I'm fine with that as a concept. But this is like too much backtracking. Ugh. Now, this isn't the place that I was saying, but Looney says, I will say this, the 60 is still my number one. Yeah, it's a fantastic game. It's really good. It is also in the sequel we never got. Oh, yeah, 1,000%. But man, that game is so chaotic. Like even for being a Castlevania game, it's like all over the place. Why am I getting these notifications? Um, this moment, grab something. I'll be right back. You can probably still see me because I'm just going over. Oh gosh. In the world, they will put the 3DS Castlevania on Switch. I would even be fine if they decided to put the three Castlevania DS. I'm sorry, the 3DS Castlevanias on the Switch and or um, given that they have put at one point exclusively Nintendo games, and they are on Steam. Well, trust me, but I uh, but anyway, But that tells me that there's no reason that they should put the stage back out. Let's go back. Let's see where we're going. Yeah, for to farm. Expired. Summer. Those are fantastic, though. All right, the hour mark. Set with the weird propensity for backtracking. But I will put it to you, the audience. I interested with I just want to point out, look at this gargoyle I was standing right in front of. That's fucking awesome. I don't think I paid attention to him, and he's just strung up. Like he's not noticed. Look at these dogs, I guess, and they've got armor on. Fantastic. It did a really good job. That. It's great. I love it. I don't know his background. Weird. Like reminiscent of found is reminiscent of like the final dungeon. Look what we can do. Or if this was some kind of cheat, they were like, well, we can do this. Or we could do a proper battle. That was kind of a cheap lucky charm, huh? They're always after me lucky charms. Lucky charm makes you side it. I don't get it. Then he says, "Okay, audience participation question again. Please let or for things before, just in case you didn't do anything." My question was, do we switch or do we continue with this? I'm actually cool with continuing this. It's funny, but the music on this stage in particular reminds me of the The original Legend of the Death Mountain. We have no reference because I don't suggest them. That's fine. I pass this. It's take that, Feather Demon. What? No, on. Uh, Sorry, go. Oh, for great. All right. He was a one timer. I don't know if they're not. Risk up a little bit off. You do great justice. And cursed potion. Man, there's no the technical limitation that they have to face, or what? It looks weird. All right, what do we got? What do we got? I can see how these guys would be a little bit. Oh, good thing I saved. My name. I know. What an unfortunate name. It's all great. I feel like that's that did a lot of damage. Well, I guess I was just in a hurry. Now, you have an attack that is. My God, I didn't think there was enough. But I need back up. I can get up back up. Down for a second. Back up there. There we go. I don't know if you see the little. That was indeed what's left of the adult. That's right, that's the one. Whole area makes me kind of nervous. If you want to keep playing this game, you absolutely can. This is the game I'm playing with the Guardian. There we are. A little shocked that did not give me a level improvement or a drop. God, fuck. And I let's try that again. I just also need to fix the dangly whip. Like we actually can code a dangly whip unlike tech. Yeah, God, that just does way too much damage. One too many. Yeah, that's fine. Um, yeah. Okay. First we do it. Yeah. All right. Now I'm gonna have to go for a very unorthodox method of with my computer on. Very much. So this is rather ridiculous. Uh, I want to plug in your PC. You know what? I don't think I want to mess with you instead. To Testing, testing. I think I'm back. I just had to toggle a bunch of things on my settings, but there we are. Okay. And now the sound is off for some wacky reason. Um, that I have to do this, but I'm going to restart the dang Genki Shadowcast. Usually that'll do the trick. But then that's going to make me reset all of my damn settings. So you should be able to hear me, but you couldn't hear my selling game. Now I got to wait for that to go back on. Alright. Oh, now that you reset the capture card, the shop is done. Well, that's good. I think probably plugging in my game computer might have helped. I think it was very likely in some kind of like a power saving mode. I don't know, but I have to refill this back. That's enough. I wonder if this might be a better way. When he says might be a CPU resources issues as opposed to connection issue, yeah, it's likely. It probably just wasn't getting its full because it was not plugged in. Live and learn. And of course, this guy doesn't have the common decency to give me any kind of or shame. I'm also not sure for being a guardian, he wasn't guarding him. This is kind of up there. Imagine if you were still using OBS. So, yeah, OBS would have been a real power hog. The fact that I can even stream on this computer is a testament to the Twitch, whatever this Twitch streaming platform is. All right, there's a level up. Before I die, I will consume a potion. The death animation for the peeping eye is really. God, this corridor goes on forever. I do not. The transitions between scenes, between rooms, I guess, are pretty seamless. Very impressed. So, as opposed to some games which would appear to limit your ability to whip or attack with the curse uh, status effect, the curse status effect in Castlevania games is so weird because it does different things depending.
Very nice.
Um, Here it just seems to slow you down physically. I gotta be careful when I'm listening to here because I don't want to take like a lot of the frustration. He says, I am the gate guarder. You shall not pass, Belmont, but you are not guarding anything and there's no gate behind you. Curse you and your logic, Belmont! Like, out of existence. Whoa, what a nice room. Maybe a bit tasteless. Perhaps some furniture. Um, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is like a room that you can furnish. Like it's basically like now it becomes your room and you can start putting stuff in it, which is really weird, really interesting, but like very unusually ambitious for Castlevania game. And then very weird that Juiced Belmont seems to be very Alucardish for basically no reason. There's no Alucard connection at this point. I don't even think Alucard is, and there would seem to be some kind of insinuation that well, the Belmonts and the Draculas are like somehow intertwined in ways that they're not all really. I would say this is another really good example of a track on this game that's just kind of lackluster. They have a wonderful soundboard available to them, and they don't use it. They go for these kind of like generically disparaging. I think disparaging is not the right word. Like these.
kind of dirge songs, and they're fine, but if you have to listen to them terribly long, they just kind of lose their turquoise. Luna says another ego flex. He recycles all kinds of stuff from Rondo and Symphony, but not a single asset from Circle, which was like 100% original content. Yeah, I'm sure there's stuff from Circle that was reused, but not a lot. A lot of that was what the fuck. Yeah. Oh, here it comes. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. At least the man eaters here don't sound like weird mutants.
Lenny says, interior design mode has been unlocked. And then also, what's up with these chibi witches? Like, they sound like full-grown adult women, but they're clearly girls. They're girls. And that's sad. Although at least they have like a kind of like a whimsical death animation. They just kind of like wink out of existence. Ah, fuck. Now I get to find out where I saved because I don't remember. Um, wow. All get back here, huh? Well, how about that? All right. How about this? I really have hit a wall on this, and I'm not saying I couldn't any further, but I'm saying I don't want to. So let's go ahead and we're going to end it there for Castlevania. However, elevator actions for the last handful of minutes. I want to see what it's like. Give me one second. Things just got dark, and my computer seems to have wanted to say, "Hey, um, not enough light here, so we're going to turn the dimmer on." Let's see. He says, "Back to Deuce Belmont's exquisite taste in furniture." Let's see. All right, here we are. Elevator action returns. You have to say it like that. Right. Basic actions: select or shoot, jump, throw secondary weapon if you have any. Slow mode. Select, pause, or start the game. Options menu. Okay. Looney. Action. Old character. Cart Bradfield. Whose name is Cart? This is like a freaking space name. Cart Bradfield. Rip steak chunk. Oh no. With Cart Bradfield. I am impressed with this. This is for sure not something that would have been on the Super NES. Or it would have been with a lot of compromise. Um, what am I missing? I know. Oh, yeah. Oh, all right. I get it now. Although it's weird because it hurt me if I walk through the fire. Oh no! A squish. Uh, God, I freaking get it. I really do. So I don't understand the data with their budget. I don't understand. Anymore. So I need help figuring this out. Is my controls jacked up, or do you just by default aim up? Because for some reason the default seems not down. Crush the old order. I don't know this too. Create a new society. And this guy's kind of slow. God, I understand that we're really just trying to up the ante on the kind of changes up the game. Oh, God. Here we are. All right.
Real quick, we're going to pause because Looney says, super curious to see what the difference between this one and the arcade are. Is this supposed to be based on the Saturn port? Wow, was there any animals hurt during the making of this stream? That is odd. I've never had control issues playing with this on my egrid.
Yeah, I don't know if it's my controller, maybe the set the like maybe I didn't calibrate it correctly, and it just has a very slight like. I just these guys being the video, and there I go. All right. Well, technically we're at time. I feel like I need to recalibrate this controller anyway.
That was a good introduction into elevator action. It looks like a great game. I think I need to take it slower. I was just trying to get like a good feel for it and just kind of barrel through, which is my want. But yeah, let's see. I'll fiddle with the controls and see if maybe I can get it going in a different way at some point. We'll see where we're at for next week. Question mark, have my Steam Deck dock that I could play games on it, including Bolt Gun, which hopefully I'd be able to do it. We'll go back to Bolt Gun, but if not, we'll see what's what, and we'll try again next week, and we'll maybe switch to a different game. I don't know. We'll figure it out, or I'll continue on Castlevania, Aria of Sorrow, or whatever. No, not Aria. Army of Despair. I don't remember. But there we are. And we are good for today. We finally got a stream in. So thank you for all those who were patient, and sorry to those who did not stream. All right. We might do some more streaming throughout the week. Still doing some dog sitting, as you can tell from this unfamiliar environment, for those of you who are more familiar with my bedroom, and so on. But there we are. Thank you all. Battery is low. I should plug it in. Did we? Should be plugged in. Well, all right. I'm going to stop in a second because I'm having some battery issues, but all right. We're going to go ahead and